I found this coal mine, and this is one of the most iconic better builds ruins in my opinion. I've seen pictures of it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most stunning builds I've ever seen, and I have stopped time, and I have also gone into creative because I want to have a really good look at this. So coming up here, and I should tell you that I have done a little bit of looting, and there's a separate video on that, but let's start with looking at the outside of this. Absolutely beautiful. Oops, there we go. At the top, I don't know what that wood is, but look at this beautiful old wood here, and look at this chiseling. We have railway track, guys, and those are hoppers. The coal would go in here, come down the hoppers into the railway wagons, and then be taken away. Wow, absolutely wow. This ruin, as you can probably see from this stone here, has been built by StAdrian. Now he's the one that did the fantastic, absolutely fantastic oasis that I love so much. This ruin is in a different order of business to most things. It's just fabulous. So he was also helped by QP Tech, who is a friend of mine, and by NickLas himself, who is not a friend of mine yet, but I believe is rapidly becoming one. Look at the detail on this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful balcony with the copper roof, and I think the top is copper as well. Right, we need to work out how to get inside here. Okay, there's a doorway there. Is there another door at the other end? Let's just have a quick check. There is not. Okay, let's go in. Look at that window, guys. Isn't that stunning? Especially with that glass in that makes it look sort of old and misty. So we come in here, and immediately we have what looks to me to be a forge. Yeah, absolutely. We've got the shovel, and that is a chert shovel. How unusual. There's a lot of chert in this build though. It does look like rusty metal, and all over we've got these wonderful little we need you elements. Let me just get that on my bar. Isn't that gorgeous? And the lamps. Let's go up and have a look. So in here, oh my gosh, storage, sticks and grass. We've got rot, pottery, loads of things. And what's out here? Oh my gosh, there's a cell. Why would you have a cell in a coal mine? That's horrific. Look, the pallet, the straw pallet, the manacles, bucket, don't ask what for, aged wooden planks. Oh my gosh. Wow, and a stunning ebony door. Look at that. Torch holders. Right, let's go up. Oh, that's so sad. An aged children's toy, but look at the intact case there. And what is that? A gasifer tank. Oh my gosh. Table and chairs, crocs. Ooh, a rotten king mask. Oh look, log entries found in a coal mine. There is a story here. We're going to have to find out what that story is. And out here, oh, this is the beautiful, beautiful balcony I was admiring. Oh, and this place is so bereft of any sorts of trees, because I know that it's part of the way that this manifests itself, that they have taken down a lot of the vegetation, because that's what industrial companies do. They probably burnt it to keep the fires going. Wow. Okay. So we go up again. Oh my word. Look at that beautiful, beautiful piece of chiseling. Oh, wow. Just wow. Okay. Let me just press shift and peep over the edge. Oh, you can go down into it. Oh my word. There's coal down here. And a dead person. Oh my gosh. Look at that gorgeous roof. That's a door. Or what is that? Is that a door? Why is that on there? Maybe it's the pulley system. Can I get up here? I can. Oh, thank goodness for that. Wow. Oh my gosh. These hoppers. And what is this? What are these planks? Old plank wall. That's not an old plank wall, but it says it is. Oh my word. Can there be a carpet on the roof? Why would you have a carpet on the roof? Look at the levers. Look at this. They change the angle. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's another view down into those big hoppers. Oh my word. Why is there a carpet on the roof? That is really weird. Really weird. Maybe they were stopping a hole in the roof. And look at these little mushroom stools. And another chest full of goodies. Look at that beautiful copper roof there. I think there's another way up here. There is. What's up here? We are in the roof space. Oh my word, this is where all the miners slept. Safe on food. I think that should be save on food. We've got ovens. Oh, good grief. I need to take all the documents. And we need you. Rawhide, a large rawhide. Eating utensils. They've even got shells. What are they doing with shells here? Miners' shirts, of course. And look, guys, rosaries, of course. Fight against the rot. Wow. Oh my goodness. A lead ingot. More carpet. Beautiful. Look at that. Clothes hanger. That's really nice. They're wonderful. And look, that's an iron knife, guys. Wow. There is some wonderful stuff here, but I would say it's totally appropriate. It is completely appropriate to this build. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the big old gears here. Wow. I do love these little things. I have trouble, as most people do, with ladders. And having these little things to guide me really helps. Let's go down. Is this where we came in? No, I think we came in down here. Yes, we came in down here. Okay, let's go this way. Oh my word, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and look, it's all supported under there. Oh my. I love these pillars. This is so much like a coal mine. We have a lot of old coal mines in the UK where I live, and this is just perfection. Now, this is obviously the working yard here. This is the area I have explored a little bit already, so I may have done a little bit of looting here, but let's go up. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, press shift. Okay. go up here. Look at this ironwork. Look at this. This must be chert. It just looks so much like rusting ironwork. Let's come up here. Oh my God. Oh wow. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Right, let's come up again. Oh gosh. Oh, this is the track we saw. Oh. Oh my gosh, look at it. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't that fabulous? I love this bit. I love the colours. The copper roof is a triumph. Absolute triumph. There's big chains here. And like all mines, they had to lift mine carts in and out. So they would have had, there would have been, the chains would wrap round this beam, and these big gears would turn the beam and wrap the chains round to lower things down. And I think that because the chain goes down, it's fully lowered. There ought to be some sort of thing on the end that would let the mine carts or the people go down in this part. Wow, and what a roof. So pretty. That roof is so pretty. Oh, they've got a lamp up there. I wondered what that was. Yeah, this is a great build. Absolutely brilliant. Everything looks the right proportion. It looks as if this chain is big enough and heavy enough to pull things up. The same with this beam up here. And the blocks, the weight blocks with the pulleys going round. It just looks phenomenal. Look at that, even the rusting little bits of siding there. I am so pleased that these stop me from falling down. And there are ratchets here. Ratchets. This is beyond gorgeous. Beyond gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go down here. Right, now we're getting to the part that I know a little bit better, because I have been exploring this a bit. Fight against the rot again. There's a little place in here. That's right, and this is just storage. So we've got rot, age crates. I don't know what's in the corner. I can't focus on it. Tools, forage, and look at this beautiful brickwork. And I think that was done before we had brick kilns. I think this build was created before we had brick kilns. And look up here, look at this lovely line here. Let's come up onto it's on a sort of plateau. Look at the shadows. Wow. Ah. A tall fern, a little bit of beauty. And look, all over the place they had these metal tables with these absolutely charming old stools that look like mushrooms. There's a bed there. I'm afraid I've taken that out. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that big furnace with that oven. That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Shut that door. All these doors are ebony. It's beautiful. And look how that's chiseled. Isn't that, I'm speechless, absolutely speechless. Actually, I'm not, I'm never speechless. Right, let's have a look in this one. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I have been in here. This is another big forge. Look at this. Look at these metal plates. Look at the hood. Beautiful copper roof. And of course, the holders that you have for pouring liquid metal out. A broken anvil. And that is a ruined warhammer. But you would hammer things on a forge. Isn't that great? You know, it's even got the stains from the burning here with that hardened blue clay. Oh, is that what it is? That does look like a nice steel, doesn't it? Wow, lovely. Ooh, this looks a bit more warlike. They've got a metal tank, a wood wheel. Yeah, I am afraid I have emptied that. Oh, there's a wrench there. I've missed that. Look at the pulley. Yeah, this looks as if they were going out to attack various people. Because that's armour, those doors. Okay, what's out here? Anything? Oh, a palisade around the garden. Gorgeous. Now this says it's an old plank wall, and this says it's an old plank wall. But look at this beautiful blue colour. This building at the end is absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's really gorgeous. Now I have been in here and done a bit of looting, I'm afraid. This was the Scribe's office. This is where the Scribe would have kept his books, where they keep the accounts, the records, everything in here. Lovely. We love it. And then in here, again, it looks like more books and records in here. There's all sorts of things here. But this does look like these are sort of record keeping areas. And at the back they had their own little garden. Look at the paths. They've got berry bushes and things like that. They've got a frame for drying. That's a ruined coat. I wonder if this was for washing. I think it probably was. But let's go back in here. They've got children's toys everywhere, so there were children here. Now, we can't get up through this bit, but here, there's a staircase. Look at this. Look at this. And there's another little place to heat things, make a cup of tea, have something to eat. And then in here you've got bedrooms, chests. Look at that double bed. Lovely, absolutely lovely. And in here the same, apart from the poor person who died here. They never have names, you never know who's died. They've got cloak racks, hanging hooks, old barrels, just beautiful. And this, I don't know what that material is, but it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That's the end of that floor, but we can go up further. Yeah, I like the internal white walls with this blue. This is my sort of colour actually. Now this is another attic, and going round you can see the lectern, an old abacus, things that have just been thrown away. That was mine, a lump of fat. And this is that little balcony we could see cantilevered out. Beautiful. Ruined gears, junk, clothes crates. It's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. A barricade, which is interesting. Let's go down again. And down again. And out. Now, in here, this is magic. I have taken this floor up, and I do apologise, because it should be all a tiled floor, because what is in here is a bathhouse. Look at that. It's got some children's toys. Look at the taps, guys. Look at the taps. And also we've got showers. Shower heads, taps. That must be, that's where the water feeds down from, obviously. It's growing mushrooms, but look at the drains round the edge. So beautiful. Drying racks for clothes. So I suspect that you could wash people, but I think also you could wash clothes, because the drying rack out there. Look at that metal tank. We can't use those. I wish we could. So that bathhouse, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Right. Now, this is the pump room, and this is beyond fantastic. There was coal here, which I have already taken. There's a shovel for the coal. The boiler is here. This is a steam boiler, and I lived in London, and we had these beam engines. This is a beam engine, and we had this in London. We had pumping stations all around London that would pump water out of the Thames to provide a water supply. So this is where the boiler is. These are the engines. This rotates, and it's got this rather odd looking gear that when it goes up, it pushes the beam up, then it comes down, then it pushes the beam up, then it comes down. So the beam is pushed up and down and up and down. It pivots on this area here, and then what happens is that as the beam goes up and down, there's a counterweight there. As it goes up, it pulls water. This is a cylinder that pulls water up through a metal pipe, and then of course it pulls the water up into what would be another water course under here. And then of course once it's pulled the water up, to get it down you have this weight that then pulls it down. I mean, it's a fabulous build. I'm so excited by this because it looks like the pumping stations that I'm actually used to. You know, these are all the levers and the gears to control the water, and also little things like this little line of wood to just hold the coal in. I mean, to me this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, you can see drains and everything there. Beautiful, just beautiful. And then round here, this is a storage room. It's got all sorts of stuff in it, you know, locks, more gears. There is a lot more loot here than you are seeing, of course, because I have actually taken a little bit. Right, so all that I think is just wonderful. And look at this, it's just beautiful. It really is. The way it's aged, the look of it, it looks as if it's been here for centuries. It's a beautiful thing. Also, the way these steps go, it's so simple. It's just a little bench, but it looks fantastic. I mean, I love the whole thing. Right, I think we have completed looking around this level. So the next thing we have to do, and this is why I'm in creative, well, along with the fact I want a really good look at this place, is to go down here. Oh my gosh. Right, let's go down here. Okay, so we come to level 1. Beware. Isn't that sign wonderful? And that is a basalt shovel. There are shovels everywhere, as you would expect in a coal mine. So let's come down and then look at this. That's going down. Let us go along here. That looks as if it's been shored up. And I have to say, as you go along here, these beams, they're just perfectly spaced. This is fluorite. I mean, there's even treasure in the walls. You can see a dead rat there. But if we keep going along, look at this beautiful chiseling. Look at this. Yeah, little bits. Now, I wondered if there was anything down there, but I can get down to it a different way, so I'm not going down that way. I came down here, but there's nothing down there. Okay. Oh my word, look at that. Rusty gears, butterfly pins. Gorgeous. Sorry, my husband's sneezing again. We have another one. Oh, look at that. Iron. You can just get riches out of the wall here. Another beautiful, beautiful. Mine cart. nomad boots, leather braces. I do want to have a look at these things. And look at this. We can mine coal here if we can get enough of the baddies out. I mean, this, oh my word, look at that. A tin bronze pickaxe. And that's a ruined lantern. Oh, my friend. What a place to die alone in a mine. He may not have been alone, but, you know, this is no place to die. I do feel there ought to be an entrance there. So coming along this level, look at the roof here. Gorgeous. All right, go down again. Okay. And then there is another way down here. Let me just press the shift button, stop myself going over the edge. Ooh, that looks like a rubbish pit, but look at the ratchets. These are for that chain that comes down. Oh, oh my. An olivine cluster, glowworms, muddy gravel, tainted things. Right, straight on. Ooh, oh, this is going to be a joy to go through. Look at this. Anything here? Nope. Chert. Oh, a collapse here. Ugh. Don't you just love these clusters? Yes, and again the points and the lever. Oh wow. Oh my word. We need to go down and have a look down there. Oh gosh. Let's go to the end of here. Cracked rubble. Oh, so pretty. Anything down there? Not that I can see. And look at this, metal spikes, hammers, and more coal. Lots more coal. Ooh, a prince tunic, far clay, temptress boots. Just gorgeous. I mean, to light all this up. A ruined saw. Yeah, more rats have died here. Now, I think we ought to have a look down here and see if there is anything down here. Oh, look at the way this is supported. Oh my gosh, somebody's died down there. Okay, let's come through here. Wow. Yeah, they've got water coming into the mine. That's not unheard of with mines. Okay. Oh my gosh. Right, now I am, as you know, in creative. Let's go down. Is there anything down here? Oh, there's a blueprint down here. That's a dead drifter. Looks crushed. Gosh. I don't see anything else. That blueprint is worth coming down for. Come on, let's come up to the ratchets at least. We can go up further. We've been on that floor. And that floor. Wow. The way that this has been done is superb. Absolutely superb. Let's come right up onto the ground floor, hopefully. Yeah. What's that? A Roan Jonas lamp. Wow. So, my friends, this is one of the best builds I have ever seen on Vintage Story anywhere, and believe me, I've seen some fabulous ones. I love the fact that, let's go up and have a look at it from above. I love the fact that you've got the home area, the bathhouse. I'm afraid I took a towel out of the roof by mistake. Tile, not towel. The little area which is the backyard where people were growing things, bathing, hanging their clothes out. We've got the pump house with this fantastic chimney. We've got the storage rooms, and then we've got this amazing mining tower with the pulley mechanism that pulls the chains and the ropes up. And then coming back to where we were, these hoppers, and I'm going to go down and have a look. No, I don't need to go down. There is that, which is fantastic. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Let's hop over the edge. Really, really beautiful. And these roofs, they are superb. Look at the way that is elevated with the little lights at the top. And you have the same thing down here. This whole thing fits together beautifully. It tells the story of the miners. It tells you how the mine worked. It is just perfect. Wow. So, my friends, that is the coal mine. And in my view, that is one of the most stunning builds I have ever seen. It really is. I love it. I absolutely love it. Can we get a good photo of it? Or is it going to sort of wrap around because it's so long? That's perhaps a better view. Yeah. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. If you have, leave a like and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And I would say to StAdrian, that is a fabulous, fabulous job. Very, very well done. Wow. I shall enjoy looting all of it, but I have to tell you that I enjoy looking at it just as much. Sometimes just looking at something is fantastic. Bye bye, my friends.